in the corners, the whispers and the warnings, the tension that sits in the lines. Steady with the caution and posture, we talk in the code while we slide through the pressure and grind. Step with awareness and hunger, you testing the thunder, you might not survive the design. Came from the curb where the cold winds bite and the street lights flicker on truth and betrayal. Double up hustle, my jacket was thin but my instinct was brutal. No room to be frail, cut through the static, my fashion erratic, my swagger empathetic, I never derail. Dodging the panic, my mental acrobatic, I'm flipping through the tragic, I'm breaking the scale. Hand on the door, hit the 2 on the floor, shake the block till it roar, let the jealousy pale. Moves in rotation, I'm bending the matrix, I learned how to shape it when hope would entail. Sharks in the deep and the darkness they keep, so I sharpen my teeth. No room for a bail. Talk from the weak and the gossip they speak, but I'm walking mystique. I embody this tale. Plot with precision, I navigate friction. I rose from eviction to custom apparel. Heart of a menace, but blessed with the sentence that marked my ascension from corners of peril. Pockets was empty, the hunger was heavy. Nights that we weathered was never comparable. Stuck in the frenzy, but built for the levee. Pressure got deadly, watch the scene turn terrible. Stand on the gravel with energy feral. I'm swinging my shadow like steel to a barrel. Pain in the marrow, but the vision is narrow. I strike like an arrow, no fear of the pharaoh. Turn up the tone, let the pavement be home. Every bar like a stone, I'm demanding apparel. Crafted in zones where the hurt has its throne, but I rose on my own. I'm a walking example, mind of a rebel with my foot on the pedal. I'm cracking the treble with heat unforgettable. Walk through the ghetto with honor and metal. I'm keeping it level, my presence incredible. Layers of struggle engraved in my knuckles. The silence that shuffled was never regrettable. Step in the jungle with hustle and muscle. My aura is subtle, but fully electrical. Watch how we move through the city. That back and forth rhythm stay hidden. We reading the signs. Eyes on the alleys and the corners, the whispers and the warnings, the tension that sits in the lines. Steady with the caution and posture, we talk in the code while we slide through the pressure and grind. Step with awareness and hunger, you testing the thunder, you might not survive the design. City in orbit, I bend it and torch it, I'm scorching the surface and walking through flames. Lessons were morbid, my hustle contorted, but still I reported with power reclaimed. Move like a fortress, I'm cautious yet lawless. I'm dodging the callers who whispered my name. Pressure enormous, but still I perform this. I'm cutting through storms with impeccable aim. Grit in my vocals, this message is local. I'm carved by the struggle, no shame in the pain. Nights was so hopeless, but I stayed in focus. I rose like the locust from gutter and rain. Step through the motives, I'm cracking the codus, encoded in stone that I cannot complain. Dodging the rodents, the phonies, the vultures, they circle and hover, but never contain. Look at my posture, I'm built like a roster of legends and monsters they never could tame. Talk like a doctor, but fight like a boxer. I counter the toxin with venom restrained. Clip from the block where the temperature popped and the tension would flock to the sound of a bang. Stress in my walk, but the pride never dropped. I adapted and locked every wound in my frame. Plots I've dismantled with steps that were ample. I lit up the mantle with fire unchained. Pain was substantial, but still I advanced. Though the hardest examples of loss I explained. Rhythms I channel were forged from the scandal of nights that would trample the best of my brain. Life is a gamble, but watch how I handle the odds at an angle that favor my claim. Carried the baggage of streets full of sadness, but turned into savage the parts that remain. Never was average, but wrestling damage became my advantage. I never complained. Lived through the static of habits erratic. I drafted my magic with scars unrestrained. Came out dramatic, but far from traumatic. I mastered the havoc and broke every chain. Watch how we move through the city. That back and forth rhythm stay hidden. We reading the signs. Eyes on the alleys and the corners, the whispers and the warnings, the tension that sits in the lines. Steady with the caution and posture, we talk in the code while we slide through the pressure and grind. Step with awareness and hunger, you testing the thunder, you might not survive the design. So when the pressure grows wicked and the loyalty's rigid, I'm moving deliberate with purpose invested. Fire gets vivid when the hatred is livid. I pivot and lifted, my instincts perfected. Ties get free frigid, the cold's unforgiving, but still I'm committed where few are respected. Pain gets scripted and the corners restricted. I lived it and flipped it where others defected. Urgent decisions, I doubled the vision. I'm cutting collision with calm unaffected. Stood on a mission with my family as fuel. Every bruise was a tool for the strength I projected. Trust got twisted, the nights got risky. I shifted the history the streets had projected. Steps got cryptic, but moves were ballistic. I passed every district where instincts are tested. Love got thinner, the cold got bigger. I gripped on my center to keep from the infested. Heart got quicker, but the block got sicker. I learned to walk slicker where the danger's congested.